Hey everyone, so by the way, I'm Nico J. Campbell, and in this video, I'm going to report about the developmental theories and other relevant theories. So we have developmental theories explain how people grow, learn, and change throughout their lifespan. Such theories centers on various aspects of development, including social, emotional, and cognitive growth. So developmental theories is nakapokus siya on how people grow, learn throughout their lifespan. So it's involved the social, emotional, and cognitive growth. So psychoanalytic theories by Simon Freud focuses on how unconscious desires in early childhood experience shape development. So stages are the oral, anal, phallic, and latency and genital stages. Number two, we have the psychosocial theories by Erik Erikson to emphasize social interactions and identity across the lifespan. So there are 8 stages, which is the trust versus mistrust, identity versus rule confusions, integrity versus despair. Cognitive development theories by Jean Piaget so explain how children construct knowledge. So the stages are the sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. So number four, we have the sociocultural theories by Levi Vygotsky. So stresses the role of cultures and social interactions in learning. So the concept is a zone of proximal development or ZPD and scaffolding. Number five, we have the behaviorism by B.F. Skinner and John Watson. So development is shaped by conditioning. So it involved the reward and punishment. Focus on observable behavior. And number six, we have the social learning theories by Albert Bandura. So people learn by observing others, modeling, imitation. So the concept is Bobodal experiment, influence of role model. So those six, so there are those six top theories, naka-assign din yun sa six student, no? So sila na bahala mag-explain or for further more informations. So number 7, we have the ecological system theories by Yuri Berners, no? So development influenced by multiple environment systems, so microsystem to macro system. So when we say microsystem is only on small place or only in small places or only on small group of people. For example, is sa loob ng classroom, sa loob ng church, sa loob ng bahay. So this development influence of microsystem. So yun yung mga example ng microsystem. While sa macrosystem is the ano na siya, wide range na siya. For example, it's talk about the political ideologies, educational systems na that involve the whole country or the whole province. So we have number 8, moral development theories by Lawrence Kohlberg to explain moral reasoning in 3 levels: pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventionals. When we say of pre-conventional is ito yung siya ang a moral reasoning na avoiding punishment and to gain reward. So it explain na kahit na mali yung ginawa mo is kaya mo siyang baliktarin just to avoid the punishment and to gain reward. While sa conventional is ito yung to meet the expectation of your community or your family or your community. So kaya mong baliktarin yung sitwasyon para lang makuha yung expectations ng pamilya mo or ng the whole society or the whole community ninyo. So while sa post conventional is pangkahalatan na nito kalahatan. So number 9 is attachment theories by John Bowlby and Marie Ainsworth. So focuses on bond between caregiver and child, affecting emotional and social development. So when we say attachment theories, It involved, for example, yung caregiver and child, so the attachment between them, so it affects the emotions, the bond between the caregiver and child. So napapalapit na yung child dun sa caregiver kahit hindi sila magkadugo, no, because of um sa ugali na pinapakita ng caregiver and for the care and support that the caregivers gave to the child. So let us move to the other relevant theories. One, multiple intelligence theories. Howard Gardner so suggests individuals have different types of intelligence. So example is linguistic. So you say linguistic about language, I think. So logical, musical, and body kinesthetic. So when you say multiple intelligent, is it explain on of which part is a person's na magaling. So magaling yung isang persons, for example, is magaling isang persons on logic, mathematics, magaling isang persons on musicals, magaling yung person on body kinesthetic or dancing, magaling yung isang persons on when it comes to language or making grammar correct. No, so that is the multiple intelligence theories. It talks about kung saan ang isang tao magaling. So every person has their own intelligences, no. So number 2, we have the humanistic theories by Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers. So emphasize self-actualizations, personal growth, and fulfilling human potential. So when we say humanistic theories, it's talk about the ones human growth, no. So paano ang isang tao personal growth, kung saan niya na-adapt yung mga ugaling sa kanya na, no. So example is yung nature and nurture. So when we say nature is nakikita na potential ng isang tao na nakuha through generation or sa kanilang genes na nila sa family nila, while sa nurture is na-adapt niya through the people around him, no. So number 3, we have the classical conditioning. So Ivan Pavlov, learning through associations, stimulus response. So when you say stimulus response is, for example, is yung aso, no, kapag narinig niya yung the sound, yung sound ng plate, is mag-response talaga yung aso. So lalapit yung aso kasi narinig niya yung plate, which is alam na ng aso na pagkain na yon kasi narinig niya na yung utensils or yung mga kitchenwares o yung mga plato, no. So nagkakaroon ng stimulus response yung aso. So number 4, we have the operant conditioning by B.F. Skinner's learning through reinforcement and punishment. So for example is operant conditioning, natututo yung isang tao sa through reinforcement and punishment. So kapag alam ng isang tao or alam ng isang tao na mali yung ginawa niya or na-experience na yung yung na-punish na siya dahil sa nagawa niya na yung isang bagay, so matututo siya na wag niya nang gawin yun kasi mapapunish ulit siya, no. So we have number 5, information processing theories, no. Information processing theory. So compare the mind to a computers. So focuses on how people encode, store, and retrieve information. So in this informational process is it talks about on how people store or retrieve the informations that is already in his head. So kino-compare niya yung mind ng tao sa computer. Number 6, we have the constructivist learning theories by Piaget and Berners. So learning actively construct knowledge and through experience. So constructivist, when you say construct the knowledge through the experience. So natututo yung isang tao sa through experience. So alam niyo naman yun, understandable naman yung sabi. Number 7 is critical pedagogy. So by Paulo Freire. So emphasizes empowerment, social justice, and learning as a tools for liberance. So it talks about the pedagogy or empowerment of the peoples, social justice, no, sa about sa laws, yung mga karapatan ng tao, karapatan natin. So number 8, we have the experiential learning theories by David Kolb's. Learning as a process where knowledge is created through experience and reflection. So para lang siyang sa yung sa constructivist, no, learning as a process where knowledge is created. So learning as a process, so, na kung saan yung knowledge is nakakonstruct or nakikreate through experience and reflections. So thank you, that's all my report.